All right, we're live. If anyone is here, I don't know if anyone's here or not. Since this was kind of like last minute impromptu. Hello, if you're here. If not, you'll see this later, I guess. So yeah, I've been struggling a lot the last 2 days. I haven't really been able to write at all, even though I have so much to do. And not for any real reason. Like I just kind of like end up staring into space for a while. And so I thought maybe this would help me focus a little bit and get a little bit of work done because I have a lot of work to do. So I'd like to get a little bit done. Hey, Jessica and Jay. Hello. My two most loyal watchers, I think. Thank y'all so much for being here. Yeah, so I don't know if you, oh, hey, Kaylee. Yay, I'm glad you're here too. Yeah, I've been doing the Wednesday ones and that's nice to have the normal schedule, but like I haven't been able to focus, and so I thought maybe this would help, and hopefully it will help other people too. I used this like mask yesterday that had like plum juice in it or something, and it's kind of made me a little like, I don't know what the color is. It's like a purple orange color. You can see like my face is like a different color from my neck, which is not normal. Hey, Cheryl, so glad you could join us. Awesome. So we have a couple of people here going to get some work done. Yeah, and I wanted to keep my hair on my face today, so I have a headband on. It's hard to see in the light, but there you go. So how is everyone else doing? Have you been getting any work done this week? What are you working on? I'm still doing a revision for my agent. I'm doing the second round of the kind of read through and editing. And then I also have a short that I need to write that's like a twisted fairy tale for an anthology. So I think today I'm going to be working on the revision though, because I have to write a new scene. And I think that's what stalled me is like, I don't know. I've been putting off for some reason. I know it takes like a minute for kind of comments to come through once you've set them. So I just kind of wait a little bit. I haven't had a haircut in 4 months and 2 weeks. So I got a mullet in the back. We don't talk about that. That's part of why I have this camera instead of the one that's up here. So I went to the grocery store today because it's Father's Day tomorrow, and I still haven't got a present for my dad, so I got him a gift card, but I also need to get groceries, and I'm back on being addicted to Diet Dr. Pepper, which I guess like it's better than drinking like fatty sugar coffee stuff, which is what I would drink otherwise. So I don't know how I feel about it, but I got some more Diet Dr. Pepper, so I'm super excited to have that again because I was out for a couple days. All right, let's see. Kaylee said, I've been stuck for a few days now too, working on my Pitch Wars project. Nice. Well, hopefully we can help each other get unstuck today. Jessica, I want to get my edits done this week, but I'm up to the part where I clearly got lazy while writing. That's funny. And Jay says, I'm writing a YA high fantasy and currently at 66K words of my 100K goal. So you're drafting, Jay. So let's see, I think Kaylee and Jay are drafting and me and Jessica are revising, right? So we do 20-minute sprints and you can come back and tell us like what you got done. And so it can be like a number of words, or it can be, you read a chapter or you revised, 2 pages or whatever it is. I realized the scene that I'm about to work on, when I was doing my revision, I read it through the second time, and there's a specific thing that I want to do. I need to introduce more locations in the town in the book, right? Because it only takes place in like 3 sort of locations. And so on the second read through of this chapter or this scene, I realized the scene has no point at all. I was like, what's the point of the scene? Like it's like a flirty scene, so I guess it advances the relationship a little bit, but so it could take place anywhere, you know. So I'm gonna move it to a different location and change like change the conversation entirely, basically. Let's see. Yeah, Jay is drafting. Hoping this will be good enough for Pitch Wars later this year. Nice. We opened mentor applications on Monday for mentors, so it's gonna get started soon. Jessica, my keys have been sticking in, so I'm having to be careful while editing to make sure I don't have double letters. I keep finding R's, but now I'm getting into O's. Oh. Do you have like a can you like take it apart and clean it, or is it like your laptop one? I use this Bluetooth keyboard, and I really like it. You see at the top, it has this 1, 2, 3 buttons. You can switch between 3 different devices, and so I have it attached to my phone, so I can type on my phone if I need to. And I also have it attached to my computer, so I don't have to like do the like scroll for everything to like, you know, type out things I'm looking for. I mean, on my TV. Did I say my computer? It's attached to my TV. And I really like that it's Bluetooth because then I don't use up a USB slot for it, which is the problem that I have with my work computer and keyboard. My work computer only has one USB slot. And so I have a combo mic, keyboard mouse thing, but that's my only USB slot. I can't use anything else, you know, unless I just use the actual laptop itself. Yeah, laptop. Used to have an external, but my desk doesn't have a setup for a second keyboard. Yeah, so my setup is funny. I don't know if I ever showed it to y'all, but like my laptop is literally sitting on boxes so that I can have it higher up because I realized I was having neck strain from like looking down all the time. And so that's when I got the keyboard, is so that I could raise the screen up a little bit. Cheryl, I've finished editing my book on my dog stories and just need to redo my author's bio. Oh, wow, cool. So we're going to get started in about 1 minute or 2 minutes with our first 20-minute writing sprint. Today is a 3-hour thing. So like if you need to leave and come back, feel free to do that. If you need to take one of the sprints off so you can like eat or whatever, deal with kids, whatever you need to do, feel free to do that. Hey, Brenda, working on a novella, have about 12K words so far in the first draft. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be here for 3 hours, but I am probably going to take a little bit of a break in the middle just to like maybe walk and get my water and just like move my body a little bit so I don't get so, you know, sitting here for 3 hours. It's never good, right? So we will have kind of like organized stretch breaks, if you will. I get them getting rid of disk drives, but getting rid of USB slots is ridiculous. It is. I think, well, because it's a Surface. It's a Microsoft Surface, and I think it's designed to primarily be used in a dock, which has multiple USB connections. But then you can also take it with you. But with work from home, I don't have the dock here. I only have, you know, the computer itself. Hey, Courtney, I'll be popping in and out doing research and also laundry. Nice. Okay, so we're going to get started in about 30 seconds. If y'all are ready to do our first sprint, I'm going to do my little forearm stretch here. So if you put your hands together and just pull them down until you feel a gentle stretch in your forearms, that always helps me a lot with kind of like my wrist soreness when I end up sitting at a computer a lot. Oh, and if anyone, like, especially like any of the regular people, if you want to join me on screen, let me know, and we can find a way to get you the link. If I know you, like if I don't know you, sorry. But, you know what I mean. I don't want to just like invite some rando on that I don't know. But if you keep coming around, then I will know you, and then you won't be a rando anymore. So, yeah. All right, Kaylee's ready. So, Jessica only has USB-C, which is ridiculous. Yeah, that is ridiculous. I guess like if they're trying to make computers smaller, like the ports are something that they can take out to make them smaller, but I mean they also have to be usable too. But I guess not everyone, uses a lot of attachments and stuff. All right, so I'm gonna pull up the timer. Let's do that. There we go. Kayla said I'm not camera ready. Neither am I, to be honest. Like I haven't had a shower today. I slapped this headband on to like keep the whatever hair out of my face. I have a new pimple forming for like the first time in like 10 years. So that's awesome. Well, Jay, maybe on the next break, you can adjust your angle and then we can bring you on. How about that? Unless you, unless moving your desk is like a bigger an impossibility. All right, so I'm going to put up the banner. Writing sprint happening now, and we're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm going to mute myself. 1. Go. All right. The last thing I did before the timer went off is misspelled a word, so that's great. All right. So we actually have Jay is going to be joining us on screen. So I'm just going to add Jay on right now. There we go. Hello.
How are you? How are you?
Oh no, I can't hear you.
Okay, good. All right.
There we go. Okay.
How's it going?
Cool.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Welcome.
I've never done this before, but it seems fun.
This is the first time
Yeah.
I know this is the first time I've had you
Yeah.
on,
Pretty
so
fun.
I'm excited. So how did
It
that 20
went
minutes
pretty
go for
good.
you?
I mentioned on Twitter last night I was like 50 words short words short of my goal, and I had to stop because I'm like I reached a point. And I didn't write too many words, but I did push past that little stop there. So how many words did I write? I wrote about 200 words, so not the best, but not awful. Yeah. But I'm transitioning to the next scene, so now it's just gonna go. Yeah.
Nice. Let me see how many.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see how many words I wrote. Where is it? I mean, it's been so long since I drafted anything in Word that I don't even know where to find it. Okay,
That's good.
300 words. So that's good.
Yeah, I
Let's see. Jennifer joined us. Jennifer
Ooh.
is working on a spreadsheet. Oh, I think we're having a little bit of a delay. So sometimes when we interrupt each other, it's like, yeah.
Hi.
Jennifer says, hi, Jay. And Jessica as well.
Hi.
And Kaylee got 241 words. So that's nice. Where are you dialing
I'm
in
in
from
Northern
with
Virginia,
Jay?
so kind of near DC, but far enough away that it's traffic slightly better, slightly, you know. hmm
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, East
So we're
Coast.
both East Coast
Yep.
ish.
Yeah, I'm more near Quantico, but enough people don't know where that is. So
mm,
yeah, see, that's
I
that's the
watched a
that's
TV
the
show.
reaction. Yeah.
Yeah. What's her name?
hmm
Priyanka Chopra. I like her. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I forgot. Oh, I was saying because my internet is like a little slow. Sometimes, like I get the signal a little bit late from guests, and so there's like a little bit of a delay,
Yeah.
and it always makes for awkward pauses.
Yeah. Well, you see it on the news too. They always have that pause, and they're like, "Okay." Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, we both do have tree wall art. That's funny.
Yeah.
This is my mom's. My mom. I moved in with my parents in April,
hmm
and my mom decorates a lot.
Yeah, I decorate a lot. I've actually done every room of like the bedrooms as a different season. So this is spring, and then
Oh.
there's this one room. It's the hottest room in the house. No one knows why, and so I made it winter to try and like counter mentality. And then there's the summer is the guest room, and then the bathroom is fall. And I sponge painted falling leaves, so they're changing
Oh,
color. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
cool. Very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't usually decorate a lot, so it doesn't really bother me too much.
Mm.
I I'm a minimalist, so and so I moved into a room that was empty but decorated, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I have like 2 paintings that I hang, and that's it.
Oh, yeah. I like everything having its order, and I'm OCD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, Brenda. Oh, Devin joined us. Hey, Devin. So glad you could join us. Brenda
Hey,
got
Devin.
211 words and found a plot hole.
Oh
I
no.
mean, it's better than not finding the plot hole. Jennifer likes your idea. Jennifer makes really cool, like door wreaths for like different
cool.
seasons.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
I kind of want to hang a wreath on like the bedroom doors, but I haven't reached that point yet. I think it'd be fun. Yeah.
for each season, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you see the
Yeah.
wreath and you open and it's just like spring. Yeah.
Nice. Jessica said I decorated a cork board with postcards that people sent me.
That's cool.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a decorator, but like my mom certainly is. So I mean she does like all kinds of like glasswork and stuff too. So a lot of it is stuff she's made, but not I don't think this is. Pretty sure that's not her.
That's fun. Yeah, I also have all this as you can see, like I have the lantern up there. I have a lot of like Japanese stuff in this room, and a lot of it is like World War II antiques that I got from my step grandmother. And so it's kind of neat that you walk in, you see, oh, there's a giant fan, there's lanterns, and you think it's all kind of novelty. I'm like, no, this is like an antique from Japan, from whatever. Yeah. So it's kind of cool that everything has a little story.
Yeah, I'm tweeting right now that we're on a break, but we'll be starting another sprint soon. So if people want to join us,
yeah, join us.
Yeah. And hashtag.
Gotta get those words written.
Yeah, we have so one of the rooms, it's actually like the playroom now. It's meant to be like the formal dining room, you know? But there's a large informal dining. I don't know. Houses confuse me. But yeah, so what's meant to be the formal dining room when my sister had kids became the playroom. She used to live here. She doesn't live here anymore, but they come over all the time, you know, grandkids. And it's all stuff that we collected through my dad's military. So all the stuff that we collected like through our travels. But what's funny is I didn't even realize that was the theme because I'm just so used to like so much stuff being on the walls.
Oh yeah.
I didn't think about it, but I was showing my friend and she's like, "Oh, this is all the stuff from your dad's travels." And I was like, "Oh."
That's cool. Yeah. Oh, that's neat.
It is. I knew that.
I like what yeah, I totally knew. Yeah, of course I knew. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, when I want to eventually when I have my own house, I'm thinking so the formal dining room, if I have one, they generally come with a nice chandelier, right? So I'm thinking turn that into the library, right? Line the walls with bookcases and then just cover the floor with pillows. You just fall in there, you got a book. It's great. It's yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I am torn because like I like having my own space and I like having space for entertaining. Like I'm an extrovert and I love to have parties and dinner parties and stuff. But I also just don't want a lot of space. Like I don't have a lot of things, so I don't need a lot of space to fill it. And I also really hate cleaning. And like the more space you have, the more cleaning you have to do.
That is true. Yeah, imagine dusting everything behind me. It takes a while. Yeah.
I did live in a condo for a while. I rented a condo where like my actual apartment was small, but we could use the clubhouse like pretty much any time for gatherings. And for me that seems like ideal situation.
Yeah, let them clean it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have something like that in our neighborhood and it's just the clubhouse, but I don't use it out of spite because they charge us a couple $100 a month for HOA, but you have to pay to use the clubhouse. And so I don't use it.
Yeah, that was an advantage of this one is you just had to reserve it. Like there was no payment.
That's how it should be. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they had cameras in there. So like if anyone broke anything, they could see who did it, you know, but
yeah.
People like your library idea. Jennifer wants a library of giant bean bags everywhere.
Yes, I'm thinking like the big Lovesac bean bags, the giant 7-foot ones. Yeah, I want like throw in a couple of those. This is assuming I have the money to pay for those. They're expensive, but yeah, just pillows and bean bags and yeah.
You're right, Brenda. It is the stuff, not the space, that's hard to clean. That's why I don't have any How do you say that word? Tchotchkes. Tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes. Yeah.
All right, so it is time for another sprint. So we're gonna set
Woohoo!
the timer, and I'm gonna get this little. There it is. That banner going. And Jay and I are gonna mute ourselves for 20 minutes. And oh, I gotta show you the timer. There we go. That will help. Oh,
Definitely be
sorry.
helpful.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
So on your mark, get set, and go.
Go.
I can't wait to spell that word right that I spelled wrong.
Oh yeah. All right, jumping into the new scene.
All right, that is time,
All right.
everyone. That was 20 minutes.
I think I did better this time.
How did yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see.
I know what word I misspelled, so I have to go back and find that.
I got 463. So that's pretty good. Better than before.
There it is. 463. Wow, that's really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
really just had to push back into this next scene, and now it's just going. So. Yeah.
I got 254. So,
Okay,
but
good.
I finally, so like I had this idea that one of my characters is going to bring another character somewhere and it was a surprise, but it was also a surprise to me because I didn't know where they were going to go. And I figured it out. So that was my main accomplishment at
That's
that
good.
time.
Yeah, I usually am more of an outliner, but this story I'm trying to be more of a plantser, not a pantser. I still have an outline, but I had to basically it's druids and they could turn into animals. So this scene, he turned into a bat for the first time and he's flying and he's having fun but they have to go to a party. So this is just kind of the transition to get there. So
Nice.
yeah.
Let's see. Ebony has joined us. Hey, Ebony, so glad you could join us. Laura has made it as well. Laura was
Hi
actually the
guys.
first person who replied saying that she could make it today. So I'm glad she made it. Cheryl's been working on the author bio. It is difficult to write about yourself. It is like
Yep.
when I first publish, one of the hardest things to write, in addition to acknowledgments, was my bio.
Yeah, I hate writing about myself. It's difficult.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
gotten better at it. I think my years as a publicist have like helped me kind of see it for what it is. But when I first started, actually, one of my friends wrote part of my bio, and I like edited it and added it to what I had.
Mhm.
And so if you have a friend that like you knows you really well, especially knows you in relation to your writing very well, maybe ask them if they would be willing to help you. Because yeah, he really helped me with that.
Yeah, that
Ebony
sounds
got
like it
one.
helped.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, that sounds like that would be very helpful.
Yeah. Ebony got 137, joined us a little late, but still got some words in, so nice. Kaylee is revamping a scene, only 100 new words, but I spent a lot of time moving stuff around. Yeah, sometimes when you're revising, you're not really adding a lot, but well, I do, but that's because the way I write. Ebony said, my bio is hard and I still don't like it. Jessica, I hate author bios. Everyone hates author bios, I think. I think only egomaniacs like author bios. So if you like writing your author bio, I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, the bio and then the synopsis, those are the hardest parts.
I don't have a problem with synopsis, but I take a really like just completely logical. I'm not saying like I'm more logical, but I mean I don't approach it as an art. I approach it as like a tool.
Mhm.
And I think that helps me a little bit not like worry as much about it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Courtney wrote for about 10 minutes and spent 10 minutes looking for my computer charging cord. It's important. Jessica said, I keep changing mine. It's kind of bare bones. Oh, your bio. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes a short bio is good. Like for events we do at the library, I have to ask for a 50-word bio. And I cannot tell you how many authors send me 200-word bios.
Oh.
When I say 50 words, I'm like, if you want me to decide what's important, then I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica's at negative 223 words.
Negative. Well,
And
that's
that's
good.
revising sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. The scene that I'm writing now, I had to delete the scene that was there before. So I lost like 1,500 words before I started. But I mean, like, it's plenty long. And that, like I said, that scene wasn't doing anything anyway. So it needed to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I write since I'm planting. I'll kind of write like a little roadmap before diving into the scene. So this happens, just bullet points. And so as I'm writing, I'm also deleting it as I hit those bullet points. So technically I'm sometimes writing a lot more than what shows up in my, like it'll say I wrote 1,000 words. I'm like, technically I wrote 2 and I deleted 1,000. So that's painful. Yeah.
I often, when I first draft, I underwrite quite a bit. I don't describe settings or surroundings unless they're important to the plot. I don't really describe clothing or appearances or anything like that in my first draft. So my first draft is mainly like plot and dialogue. And then one of the first, read throughs that I do is to add all that stuff in.
Yeah, I kind of I edit as I go a little bit. I know people say don't do that, but I do. So my first draft is usually kind of solid, I think. But I do have to go in. It's setting that I have to add in. I'm like, they were in a classroom. All right, well, what's in the classroom? Okay, there were desks. Yeah. But my initial first draft, I'm like, it's a classroom. You know what a classroom looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I tell people that my first draft is actually like, so if I'm trying to write a book that's like 80,000 words long, my first draft will be a 50,000 word outline.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I used to outline a lot more than I do now. I'm trying to like not do it as much. Because I reached a point where my outlines were about 25% the length of the novel. So a 25,000 word outline for a 100,000 word novel. And I reached the point where I'm like, maybe I should try planting a little bit more. Yeah. Save some time.
Brenda, back to the bio conversation. It should be enough to just say, I was born, I did stuff, now I write.
I agree.
I don't remember. So my bio starts with recovering mechanical engineer. And I don't remember how I originally came up with that. I think maybe I saw something similar, like recovering doctor or something in someone else's bio. But I've gotten more like reaction from that than anything.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. I like that line too. I think you said that before in Pub Talk, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family, they're all engineers, so I understand what you say when you say that.
It definitely informs your personality quite a bit. So
I was supposed to be an engineer. I'm a disappointment. I think I'm fine.
Well, people are always like, what do you mean recovering? I'm like, well, I haven't worked as an engineer since 2009. No, well, I guess technically when I was a tech writer, so like 2011. But you never get over it. It's like being a recovering addict. Like you never are an ex-addict.
Yeah.
You're just always trying to get over it.
Yep.
I have not done anything about my addiction to Excel sheets, and I don't plan to.
Oh no, Excel is amazing.
Let's see. Laura said my husband decided I need to go with him to Lowe's. Then we came home and only had a few episodes left on a show we wanted to go ahead and finish. That's why I was late. I'm watching Juneteenth. I watched 2 episodes last night. I'll probably watch more tonight because it's free on HBO.com. Not Juneteenth. What am I saying? I'm watching Watchmen, which starts while talking about the Tulsa Black Wall Street massacre.
Okay.
Like that's the first scene. Trigger warning, by the way, it's pretty graphic. But yeah, so I started they're making it free for Juneteenth is what I meant. For the weekend, just this weekend. So if you want to watch yeah, if you want to watch Watchmen, it's 9 episodes. Each episode's about an hour, some are a little bit longer. So yeah, if you want to watch it, it's good so far. I really like it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have to add that. I didn't know it was only this weekend, so I guess I shouldn't put that off.
Let's see. Jessica said I go back and forth on underwrite or overwrite. So my first draft always reads like 2 people have written it. That's funny. Recovering technical writer. That's funny. Yeah, that's the last job I had as an engineer. It was some technical writing. You don't have to have a lot of engineering expertise, but in this particular instance, you did. It was it was basically writing repair manuals for large scale generators. So it was like very, very technical.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, that's something. It definitely puts you in a different mind space.
Yeah. I work on proposals, so I work with a lot of tech writers, and yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Brenda writes a synopsis as an outline. Interesting.
Okay.
That is a nice twofer. That sounds good.
Huh. I might have to try that.
Oh, Courtney said Watchmen is really good. Laura was talking about the Black Wall Street. Yeah, they drop bombs. It's pretty bad. Like I knew about it before, but like to see it in on the video on the screen like that was yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out. Yeah.
Cheryl double major in chemical engineering, English literature.
Oh wow.
It's funny because I actually started school as a poli-sci journalism double major.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I was bored out of my mind. And I don't know, like I know a lot of like overachieving younger kids are like this. Like if you're not challenged, like you get really lazy. And
Mhm.
that's what was happening to me.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I stopped going to school, I stopped going to classes, you know, because like why bother when you're getting an A in every class anyway? Um, and then I wanted to do math, but I didn't want to be a math teacher.
Mhm.
So I did mechanical engineering because I was like, it's math mostly.
Yeah. Yeah, I was originally I was gonna be graphic design major, and I was going to community college, and they kept canceling the classes because I was the only one signing up. Uh, and so then I switched to Japanese major, and which was all well and good until I transferred to a four-year college, and apparently the levels were very off. And so me being, all A's great, I had above a 100% in all the classes, but when I got to this new class, I knew nothing they were saying. They were
Mm.
they were way beyond, and so my smugness was gone. And and then I became a creative writing major because I went to talk to my person and said, hey, we just started this creative writing BFA.
Mm.
You could be the first, one of the first people in it. And I'm like, yes, yes, please.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. And so, yeah, all because they didn't have graphic design classes. Changed everything.
Yeah, my all A's definitely went away when I switched to engineering.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Yes, Laura, I wanted math. I love math. Don't at me. I love math. Math is great. I just don't want to work in it.
Yeah.
All right, so it is well past time to start our next 20-minute sprint. So we're going to do a 20-minute sprint right now. And then
Mhm.
after that, we're going to take a stretch break, which will probably just be like a couple minutes. It's basically just going to be as long as it takes for me to go and get water from the kitchen and come back.
Sounds
But yeah,
good.
it's not good to sit in your chair for 3 hours at a time. So we're going to take a little stretch break after this sprint. Cool?
All right.
Everyone
Let's do
good?
it.
All right, I'm going to pull up our timer and put the little ticker going up. And on your mark, get set, go. All right, everyone, that is 20 minutes. Time's up. How did you all do?
Not as good as the last one.
Um, let's see. I was writing about ice cream, so I felt like it went really fast.
That's fun. Let me see. How many did I do? 323. Not bad. But yeah.
Let me see. I don't even remember exactly where I started. Let me see. Maybe here. I guess when it's there. That seems like too much because that's at 4:46. Though I was writing really fast because again I was talking about ice cream. So
Can't go wrong.
it's easy to write about ice cream. Leora has joined us. Leora is a math person. Hello, fellow math person. Leora edited half a page.
Oh, nice.
Courtney focused the whole 20 minutes. Nice. Jessica lost internet during this. Does that help your productivity or hurt it, Jessica? Sometimes I wish like I could just, so like someone told me once, whenever they have trouble writing, they put their internet router on like the electric plug-in part of it on a Christmas light timer.
Uh-huh.
And so the internet will go out like at scheduled times.
Oh, that's clever.
And if I didn't live with two people who like watch TV all day over the internet, then that would be a cool thing. I think that would help me maybe.
Yeah.
Because like we live like in the middle of nowhere, so if there's no internet, there's no cell phone signal either. So
Wow.
yeah,
I can't turn it off because as I'm writing, I'll have to look something up or whatever, and it's. But I think I'm okay at staying away from social media for the most part.
I'm not. I do use thesaurus.com a lot. Because like sometimes when I'm writing, so people are like, don't use a thesaurus to write, but I think the danger comes in when you're trying to find like better words, right?
Yeah.
Because you want it to sound smart. Whereas like I use it because sometimes I think I want to say this, but this word doesn't give like exactly the right connotation. And so I use it to brainstorm words that have the same meaning but different connotations.
Yeah, I'm always looking up like names like on the fantasy name generator one. So whenever a side character comes in, I'm like, listen, I don't have time to name you for realsies right now. So I just pull it up and then whenever my critique partners get it, they're like, what kind of name is that? I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
A lot of the time when I need a name, I just like scroll Twitter until I see a name that will work and I choose it. So like several side characters are named after like random people I follow on Twitter, though I wouldn't even remember who it is, by the end of it, because they're just kind of like, I need a name. Let's see. Kaylee got 193 words. Finally feel like I'm making some progress plot-wise. Nice.
Good.
Jennifer said 446 words about ice cream. Sounds lovely. Not all of the words were about ice cream. That's a lot of words about ice cream. But it's like they go to this like cutesy downtown area, and so it's like that, and then they go and get ice cream at a old-fashioned soda fountain.
Ooh.
Which I love. Some of my favorite places to get ice cream.
Yeah, we have a custard place near here, and they know me. And so I go in and they're like, do you want the usual? And I'm like, yeah. And they do a daily flavor. And now my flavor is one of them. They rotate through. And so, yeah, that's kind of nice.
That's fun.
Wow, 523.
Yeah, that's really good, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, I jumped on. I don't know what CMOS. Is that a copy editing thing, Laura? Laura's a copy editor, so maybe that, yeah. Power Thesaurus. No, I've never heard of them. I have to look that up. Brenda got 219 words. I've accepted the fact that first draft sucks, so forging ahead regardless. Good. The only way to move forward is to move.
Yes.
Jessica said it hurt my focus, but then I had to deal with a cable internet company. Oh, yikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I give them variables like villain too. Oh, Chicago Manual of Style. I should have been able to figure
Oh,
that out.
yeah.
But it happens. All right, so we're gonna take a brief stretch break. Why is that phrase so hard to say? Brief stretch break. And I'm gonna put up this banner here that says stretch break, and I'm also gonna just like put a little thing over the screen. Let me see, what do I have here that I can put over the screen? I'll just put up the general promo for Pub Talk Live, so we can take our breaks without you having to stare at our empty areas.
That sounds good.
And so I'll be back in like probably 2 to 3 minutes. So move your body. It's not good to sit in the chair for 2 to 3 hours at a time. So move a little bit and stretch. Don't hurt yourself. Get some water. Do whatever you need to do. And we'll be right back.
All right.
All right, I'm back. Let us know if you're back. Oh, I muted you, Jay. I'm sorry.
Oh,
There you
yep.
go. Yeah, I went to get my water, and I went to the grocery store before this, and
Mhm.
we wash all our produce and stuff when we come, and I realized all of it was still sitting on the counter, so I had to put that away.
Yeah, I do that too, and yeah, it's happened. I'll come down. I'm like, wait, why is all this food still? Oh, yeah, I left it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's fine. It's like hearty stuff like cabbages and tomatoes and stuff, so it'll be
Yeah.
fine. Hey, cat. It was just
Yeah.
enough time for my dog to think we were relocating to another room, and he got comfortable there. So,
Oh. Yeah.
all right. How's everyone doing? Are you back? Did you move your body a little bit? I just kind of stretched. I crack a lot when I stretch these days.
Yeah. My knee clicks, and I don't know what that's about, but yeah.
I also refilled my water, so yay. All right. Brenda said I'm old enough that I worked as a soda jerk during high school. That's amazing. That's so great. It's so like the town that my grandma lived in for like most of my childhood.
Mhm.
It's smaller than the town in my story, but the soda fountain is definitely modeled after the soda fountain that they had downtown there. And it's very much like the It's a Wonderful Life pharmacy. They had the pharmacy and soda fountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's cool. Yeah, that's always such like a it's like cozy in a weird way. Whenever you have that scene, and it's like, oh, it's the soda fountain. Of course, it's happy. It's nice. It's
Yeah,
comfort. Yeah.
the calm before the storm.
Yes. Yes. Then things get crazy.
Yeah, those part of the book is literally called, Fun and Games, like in the Save the Cat method, right? We call this part of the book Fun and Games. And so
Hmm.
I think there's nothing like fun and games as a soda fountain scene.
It's funny because that's the same beat I'm on right now. The party my character's going to. So
Nice.
yeah.
All right, so I'm ready to get started with another 20-minute sprint. If y'all are, let us know if you're back. Oh, we got a couple. I don't know what Jennifer's saying. I think Jennifer had a cat, or no, Jennifer doesn't have a cat. Something's going on with her.
Oh.
I don't think Jennifer has a cat. Brenda said, "Yeah, I was in a pharmacy. Awesome. That's so. I love it. I love it so much. Um, I wish we had one here. I don't think. Well, actually, I haven't looked in this area because since I've been here, everything's been shut down. So,
Yeah.
okay. You ready to do another 20 minutes?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely ready.
Okay. Oh, Jennifer was moving her workstation outside. That's what happened.
Oh.
Okay. Understandable. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the timer again and get this banner going. There it is. Excuse me. And on your mark, get set, go. Oh my gosh, that came quick. I
Yeah.
had no sense of time.
Yeah, that one went fast.
Yeah. Apparently Jessica's making us all egg cream in the comments.
Oh,
um let's all go to Jessica's house for some treats. All
that sounds fun.
right, bye Courtney. I don't know. It looks like Courtney left about 12 minutes ago, but yeah, thanks for coming, Courtney. I don't know if anyone saw my cat like make a short appearance. No, she's just sitting next to me. There's a whole bunch of lizards in the window right here.
Oh.
And she just watches them and gets really frustrated that she can't like get to them.
You're in Florida, right? So you get all kinds of reptiles.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's funny. I was what was it? Oh, it was for a pitch horse thing. I was asking people to send me pictures of their pets as like a bribe to get to post something early. Just just fun interaction.
Hmm.
And someone sent me a picture of a gecko, like a common gecko that we have literally everywhere in Florida. And I was like, that's a pet?
Oh.
Because like literally you walk outside the door and there's just dozens of them like scatter. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was born in Florida. I don't remember it because we left when I was still like 1, but I've heard stories of there's just an alligator in the yard, and that's just the way it is. So yeah.
I haven't lived near any like bodies of water because it's pretty much whenever you
Okay.
live like near a larger body of water or like Disney, where Disney is built, the land is very swampy, and so there's a whole bunch of retention ponds like everywhere, and so
Hmm.
there are alligators all over there too.
Okay.
Is that a fish tank behind you, or is that a TV showing a fish tank?
That's a TV showing a fish tank. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's my
I was like, that's brave mounting a fish tank on the wall like
Oh yeah,
that.
no. It's yeah, I used to just have the TV off, and eventually I found this fish tank video, and sometimes it's a fireplace and sometimes it's whatever. And it just kind of it keeps things interesting. Yep.
Cool. Cool.
And then over here I have a wolf in the window if you can
All
see
right.
him.
Oh, let's.
Sully, come here. Come. Come here.
Oh, look at him. Oh my
That's
gosh.
my boy. He's helping.
Oh, woke him
Yeah.
up.
He's a good boy.
Oh goodness, look at that sweetie.
Yep. He's guarding the
Yeah,
house out the
my
window.
dog's asleep on my bed, but
Oh.
nice,
Yeah.
good boy.
He found a treat that apparently he forgot about. Yeah.
Nice.
He's a good one.
Jasper's like a little indecent right now, so I'm not going to show you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this guy, he's usually pretty
Athena's
raggedy,
here though.
but he's
Athena will
nice.
come.
Oh, so cute. It's a big
This
cat.
is her. This is how she sits. Like she just. Yeah, she's about 10 pounds, but she's super
Oh, wow.
fluffy. So she's big. She looks bigger than she is. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
everyone
10 is
thinks
still
he's
big,
big, but
but
he's only 70 pounds. But people, if you saw him, you would think, 120. So, yeah. But cat.
and then she just sits like this. Yeah, which like I need this arm to use my mouse. Okay, thanks, Athena. All right, so let's see. Kaylee got 235 words. Jessica said, "Party at my house." We should have a Zoom chat with all the animals. Athena would just sit like this. Sometimes people think I have like a fur blanket on or something. Thank you. You gonna move? Uh-oh, I think Jay froze or oh no, then okay. I was worried I froze for a second. Hopefully Jay can get it back. Oh gosh. Comments jumped a little bit. Okay,
Okay,
I
I'm
think
here.
Jay's back. Yeah.
I'm
Cool.
back. Yes.
Nice.
My laptop is one of the flip around to tablet mode ones. And
Oh
so
yeah.
when I shift it, it hits the button because the on off button is on the keyboard. I feel like it's something they should have thought about when designing it, but whatever.
Yeah, the surfaces
Yeah.
are easy to turn off too.
Yeah. Put 'em here.
Jessica said I had a lizard in my room last week. I came back and it was there. I mean, they're usually outside, but they're everywhere. And frogs. We have so many frogs here too. Yeah, you can count on alligators being in any body of water in Florida. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Kaylee said I don't have any animals. If I did, I would want a lazy dog. They usually don't get that lazy until they're older. Mine is super lazy now. He was not before.
Mine's always been pretty lazy, but he's a wolf hybrid, so they're a little different. They're not rambunctious like a dog. He's much more refined and dignified, and no patience for hyper dogs. He's never been into that.
So he's like already a senior.
Yes. Yes. He's been grumpy since I got him. Even when he was a puppy, I'm like, "Do you want to play?" And he's, "No. Why would I want to do that? What is fun?"
Jasper used to be a challenge for sure. But now he's 12, I think 12 or 13 years old, so he's calmed down a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it definitely gets easier.
Yeah. Though I guess, I mean, if you have the heart for it, I don't think I do. I know, like, trying to find fosters and people adopt older dogs is hard because people don't want the older dogs. So if you have the heart for it and you want to adopt an older dog, they're usually temperament-wise a little bit easier.
Yeah, definitely. And especially fostering them because, yeah, they don't have enough and they definitely need it more. Puppies, they get adopted in a second. But the older ones.
Chris says I have a pet lizard, but it's plastic. That's great.
That's the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love my animals, but they are a lot of work. And a little ornery, aren't you, babe? Yeah.
Yep. A lot of work and expensive.
She just tried to knock my mouse off the table.
And they do that.
As an example, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I always say he's the $1 million dog. He just every time I'm trying to have a savings, he's like, "How about instead, I'll trip over a piece of kibble and we'll go to the vet for nothing."
Oh no.
Yeah, he's a hypochondriac dog.
What are you doing? Huh?
What happened?
Yeah. All right, you're gonna have to move. I'll give you scratches, but we're gonna start a writing sprint soon. I know that means nothing to you. Let me get this. There we go. Yeah, she's she's a weird cat. She always wants attention. She loves everyone. She'll greet you at the door when you come home.
Aww.
She's a dog that looks like a cat.
It's the best kind of cat.
She loves scratches. Some cats you can only pet them in certain spots in certain ways. You could just do whatever. And she's all about it. Except she doesn't like me getting the gunk out of her eye. It's too bad. All right. I gotta write, Cat. I gotta write. What are you gonna do? You gonna sit there while I write? Thank you. Okay. Go get the lizards. Oh my god. Come on. I guess I should say oh my goddess since her name is Athena. Move, 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 move. Thank you. All right. So I think I'm ready to start. If y'all are ready to start, this will probably be our last sprint. So let's see what time it is. How do y'all feel about doing a 30-minute sprint? Closing it out with a slightly longer sprint. Because we don't have time for 2 more 20-minute sprints, but we could do a 30-minute sprint. How's that sound?
It sounds good to me.
Okay. Let's see what
the comments say. Yeah.
Kaylee said, my landlord won't allow furry pets. I had a pet mouse for a few years, but it was an exemption. I live with my parents now and they have 2 chihuahuas and they're hyper.
Oh. Yeah, hypers are a lot. I mean, hyper dogs are a lot to take care of.
Oh my gosh, Brenda, that's so adorable. When Jack Russell used to fake bark at me, she'd bark, I'd go shh, and she'd move her mouth after that. My dog does this thing where he like, I don't even know how he does, but you know, he has like kind of floppy jowls, and so he'll be like, woof, woof, and he'll just kind of like fluff his jowls out a little bit, and that's like the I know I'm not supposed to bark, but I have to do something kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they do that, they're tasting the air and just like to get a sense of the situation. Apparently, that's what a dog
Mm.
is thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he does the snuffle too, but he does it because he knows he's not supposed to bark, and like I've trained him pretty well to not bark.
Yeah.
But sometimes he can't help it, and he's very quiet, and he's like, "Oof,
Oh.
okay,
Cute.
bud, you'll be fine." All right. Laura said sure. Jessica said okay. Jennifer said sounds good. 30 minutes is okay for Kaylee. Brenda's good with it too. So I'm gonna have to change my timer here. It's like I don't even remember. It's been on 20 minutes so long, and I remember how to change it. I think that works. Yeah, cool. Okay. Oh, I can change the name of the timer. Anyway, it's just like the clock app on my computer. You know, it's not like a
Oh
special app
yeah.
or anything. All right, so I'm going to put this little writing sprint banner up, and we're gonna get started. If y'all are ready, and 30 minutes this time. All right,
All
ready,
right.
set, go. Maybe there we go. All right, Athena showed up just in time for time to go up. Yeah, Laura, she did come across. Sometimes she like flicks her tail in my face when I'm working, just like that. Thank you. Get down, get down, get down. There we go.
She's
I think she
helping.
wants her second meal. So sure. How did everyone do that time? I finished the scene that I was working on at the very beginning and then went through and read a couple other chapters, and then something else occurred to me to add to that scene, so I went back and I added it. So it's kind of like all over the place.
I think I did pretty good. I got 450 words, so that's good. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it still felt like it went quick though. Like,
Yeah.
I think because I was just like so into it, maybe.
Well, we're both on the fun
But
and games, so it should be.
yeah, I try to take. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna take this banner down. I forgot about that. So let me, while everyone's coming back, let me tell you about a couple of things we have coming up. This Wednesday we have the regular write-in at 7 with Bess Carnan is going to be my on-camera host guest for that. And she said she may or may not have baby kitties. We don't know yet. No promises. But we will have writing sprints, which is the important part, right? And then on next Saturday, we have on Pump Talk Live. I don't think I've posted it yet anywhere, but I think I mentioned it on my last video. My guest co-host is going to be, sorry, my screen just changed. My guest co-host is going to be Raquel Henry, who is an editor and she owns the writing studio Writers Atelier in Orlando, and she edits Black Fox Literary Magazine. And she just started as an editor for a new YA lit mag, paying YA lit mag, called Voyage YA. And so she's going to be doing that now. And she's a good friend of mine, and she's local. And then our special guest is going to be Jen Baker, who is also an editor and runs a Minorities in Publishing podcast. And she was Publishers Weekly 2019 Rising Star. So,
oh wow,
yeah. So that's next Saturday, a week from now. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, I have a mask giveaway going on my Twitter right now. Let me find it and I can drop the link in here. So if you want to enter to win two masks, I can give you that link. All you have to do is retweet the tweet to enter. So super easy to enter.
and that's with Lily Mead, right?
Yeah. So
I love her.
I've ordered. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 masks from her. 5 for me and 1 for someone else. And I got a little bit of extra money this week, so I was like, "Hey, Lily, would you mind if I did a giveaway where like basically I'll pay for 2 masks for someone." And so yeah, and she was like, "Yeah, that'd be awesome." So,
how cool.
Yeah. And you can
she
choose
seems really nice.
She is. She's super sweet, and she's always willing to help me. Like I've asked her about a couple of things. She did the special Pub Talk Live where we had to pre-record, and we talked about YouTube, and I was interested in finding out more about like editing certificates, and she did the editing program at UW, so she answered me questions for that. She's really nice. She's really giving. And she has so many different fabrics, and you get to choose the 2 designs that you want. So
how cool.
yeah,
it's exciting.
Let's see what people did. Kaylee got 370, feeling much more productive than I have all week. That's the whole point. So I'm glad we could all make it. I was thinking about doing it longer, but I like to do my walks around 7 at night because it finally starts cooling off.
Yes.
But we live in the country, so there's no street lights. So I do have to get my walks done before the sun completely sets. So it's like you have a narrow area of time to do it. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I'm the same
Jennifer
with the dog. He wants to be out when it's not too hot because you see he's a wolf.
Yeah.
And but I don't want to go out in the middle of the night. So yeah, 7 is the perfect time for it. Yeah.
Yeah. The other day, I was out just like in the middle of the day with my dog because we take like very short walks, just like up and down the driveway as
Yeah.
breaks throughout the day. And he was standing on the edge of the driveway, smelling some like weeds that were just off the driveway. And he was lifting his back feet up, which they do when the pavement's too hot, right?
Oh yeah.
And so he's like going like this. I'm like, you're literally like right next to the grass. Why don't you just
Get
stand
off.
on the grass? Like I had to
Oh.
push him. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Oh no.
He just,
Oh.
I mean, I guess he just didn't think like, the pavement's
What to
hot, but the
do.
grass is not hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jennifer got quite a few list made, started sending out notifications, so I got a lot accomplished. All right, cool. Jessica finished the next chapter and got part of the way through the next. Nice. Cheryl's in between calls and managed to finish the author's bio. Nice. Congrats.
Oh yay.
Done. Cool. So I think that's everything. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Jay, for joining me last minute.
Of course.
Or it wasn't even last minute. It was like, I don't know what
During
you call
it, yeah. Oh, and my fish timer just turned off.
Good timing. Good timing.
Yes. But this was fun. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. And maybe I'll do some more impromptu writing sprints in the future because I know it helps me focus. Like today we got, how many writing sprints do we do? 5?
I think so. Right? I got like 1,400 words, which is great.
Yeah. So we did almost 2 hours of focused writing time.
Yep.
Which is definitely the most time I've spent writing in weeks. So yeah.
Yay.
Mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to just stick around while I end the broadcast, and we can talk after it ends. So you don't have to leave right now. So I want to say bye.
Okay.
Thank you all so much for joining me. Hopefully you'll join us on Wednesday, and just keep an eye out on my Twitter because if I decide to do any, that's where I'll be announcing it. And we'll see you next week. Stay safe, wash your hands, and drink some water. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.